Hi boys and girls, I thought I'd do a review on a watch that I've bought. It's one of these sort of Fitbit type watches, kind of like Apple Watch but a lot cheaper version. Again, I bought it off Amazon and I'll leave a link below for if you want to try one out. It was $27.99, so it's pretty good value, got pretty good reviews, so I thought I'd give it a go. Basically, you have to have a phone to put the app on, a smartphone, so you can put the app on. If you don't have a smartphone, you won't be able to set the time on it because it syncs with the phone to set the time. It's called L8 Star Fitness Tracker, activity tracker with heart rate monitor, 1.3 inch colour screen, step calorie counter, sports fitness, sleep monitor, for men or women, Android and iOS, so it works with Android or iPhone, and it comes in black like this. So with these watches, they kind of stay off, but if you move your hand quickly, it comes on. So if you sort of need to look at the time, just flick your wrist and the screen comes on. You can set it to go off at certain times, so like overnight, if I wear it overnight, I've set it so it doesn't keep lighting up the room because it's quite bright. You can change the brightness as well. So yeah, it tells you obviously the time, the date, how many miles you've walked, how many footsteps you've walked, and how many calories you've burned. And it also has a sleep function, so it basically tells you, and you get the results from your phone. So if I get my phone, and the app is called FlagFit 2.0, so it kind of looks like that. So it syncs up, you can see it syncs up with the watch. So you can see how many steps you've done. I've done 4,096. I wore it last night and it's telling me I had 7 hours 58 minutes of sleep. You click on that, then tells you basically how much was deep sleep and how much was light sleep and how many times you were awake. Apparently I was awake 2 times in the night, had 3.6 minutes of light sleep and 3 hours 6 minutes light sleep and 4 hours 52 deep sleep. And then it's got a heart rate monitor, which I don't know if you can see it on the back. If I go through to the heart rate bit, it has like a little light that comes on, that green light. So when you're wearing it on the wrist, you'll have to make sure it's past the bone part of your wrist, just there. So you have it sort of further up, and it measures your heartbeat. The other cool thing is if you get a message on your phone, you can set it up for WhatsApp or just normal text messages. If it comes through, they come through onto the watch and it vibrates. So if you get a message and you don't want to get your phone out, you just look on the watch and it tells you. It can only fit obviously a certain amount of data on the screen, so you don't, if it's a really long message, it only displays the first part of it. But that's a pretty cool thing to have as well. But yeah, the footsteps thing's pretty cool. You can set like I think it's default to about 8,000 steps. And when you first set it up, obviously, like I said, you have to sync it with the phone and you tell it your height, your weight and everything like that. And it's set a default of 8,000 steps for me, I think, which if I'm out jogging, you kind of easily do. Otherwise, it depends obviously what you're doing during the day, whether you meet that or not. For something that's pretty cheap price, it's pretty cool, I think. It's sort of got all these different sort of modes that you can set it with. It's not touch screen, but it has got like this little sort of sensitive bit just there that you just touch, and it flicks between the calories, heart rate, messages, training. You can set it for different training modes like running, I just leave mine on, or if you're cycling, that sort of thing. But yeah, for the price, it's pretty cool. It's got pretty good Amazon reviews. Like I said, I'll leave it below, link to it. It's also got, so it's got a calorie counter, pedometer, call alert, heart rate monitor, SMS and SNS reminder, related sleep monitoring, remote camera shooting. That's pretty cool. So if you've got your phone, you can shake the watch and it will take a picture with your camera phone. But yeah, I like the fact that it's got quite a wide screen, 1.3-inch screen, so that you can see more detail on it than one of the thin ones. It's got up to 30 days playtime, so yeah, like some watches, I think the Apple Watch, it only lasts for a day and then you have to charge it up. This one lasts for quite a long time. I think it can last at least a month. So you can have your time like that. If you hold it for 5 seconds, then you can have it displayed like that. Or you can have like a conventional sort of clock. So you have to sort of keep your finger on it for 5 seconds. So it goes like that. Yeah, overall, for the price, I think it's pretty cool. So this is the charger. It goes into a normal USB socket. And it's kind of weird. Basically, there's two holes, those two bits there. This clips, you have to kind of put it onto the screen. That basically clips on like that, and it goes, you have to just make sure you get there's two prongs on here. They go into the holes on the back to charge it, and it's also waterproof. So basically when you're charging it, put this on the table and that just plugs into the USB. And yeah, it lasts quite a long time. This is only the second time I've charged it. If you use it more and use the heart rate monitor and stuff like that, it will run out quicker, but otherwise it lasts about a month, I think, the battery, so that's pretty cool. But overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So for $27.99, I'll recommend it. Got any questions, leave them below. If you like the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you're into hair transplants, check out my other vids or travel. That's it for now. Cheers.